Lamborghini, the ultimate supercar brand. Known for their big brash hypercars, think V12 engines, Lambo doors, Murcielago, Countach, Diabolo. The fact that Christian Bale's Batman had an Aventador tells you just about everything you need to know about the extreme appeal of this brand. But there comes a time in any company where you have to widen the appeal in order to make money. And that time for Lamborghini came in 2003 when they launched this, the Gallardo. No V12 engine, no Lambo doors, no wild styling, comparatively speaking, of course. It looked like the supercar had come down to earth, so much so that its German influence was closer to the surface than ever. Thankfully, though, they stopped short of putting an Audi badge on it. Vorsprung Dirk, no, just no. On the outside, clinical German styling. On the inside, exotica replaced with function. There's even switchgear from an R8 in there. And completing the picture is a 5.2-litre V10. Lamborghini had built a practical, everyday supercar. Thankfully, though, it's not that practical. It's not that everyday. And it's retained just a little bit of the outrage that we love about a Lambo. This latest revision of the LP564 features a number of changes after niggles and feedback from drivers and from people like me. And it's good that a brand like Lamborghini listens to the people who drive its cars and makes changes accordingly, particularly when those changes include better suspension, increased efficiency, and more power. Ironically, for a supercar at least, one of these revisions was a flap on the exhaust to reduce noise. For the first time, as a Lamborghini driver, you could decide whether to set off car alarms as you drove past instead of doing it indiscriminately. I'll tell you what though, put it in sport mode, and car alarms are the least of your worries. You're more likely to, I don't know, break windscreens or something. Now, Robbie Williams sang about a 12-cylinder symphony. But I have to say, the noise of a V10, that angry bark, is probably some of the best music you'll ever hear. And as we're going with the music analogies, I think driving to work every day with this car in sport mode will be like listening to your favourite song on repeat, only you wouldn't get bored of this. Now, the 560 brake horsepower in this Lamborghini is almost matched with torque, 540 pounds-foot. That's 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. It's a top speed of over 200 miles an hour. It's also lower emissions by 18%. And all without a turbo. Just saying. None of these things, though, support the claim that the Gallardo is a practical, everyday supercar. But these three things might. You see, there's a screen here which, although was designed for seeing how fast you're overtaking cars on a Nürburgring, works very nicely as a parking aid. And there's a button here, which when you press it, activates the aerodynamic aid, which helps you put the power down on a windy racetrack. But actually, it also works very nicely for if you encounter a speed bump. And this is the best bit. You can actually fit a toaster in the luggage compartment. Although if what you can fit in the storage compartment of a supercar is the first thing on your mind, may I suggest you buy yourself a Toyota Picnic and make some changes in your life pretty quickly. So the Lamborghini Gallardo is not exactly practical, but it is quite restrained for a Lamborghini. I have to be honest and say that I can't think of a car that I would more like to drive every day. Actually, I can. The Batman one. Yeah, that'd be good.